Noam Chomsky in this clip expresses his criticism of Western foreign policy, particularly the U.S. on developing nations, including Haiti in this following video clip. While he hasn't specifically attributed the destruction of Haiti solely to humanitarian aid, he has raised concerns about its potential downsides and the complex context in which it operates. Chomsky argues that relying on external aid can create a dependency trap, hindering local development and reinforcing power imbalances. In Haiti's case, the influx of subsidized rice imports has undermined local rice production, leading to job losses and increased food insecurity. He criticizes the focus on short-term relief over long-term development. He argues that aid should be directed towards empowering local communities, building infrastructure, and fostering sustainable economic growth, rather than simply providing temporary relief. Chomsky often points out the potential for humanitarian aid to be used as a tool for political influence or economic gain. In Haiti, critics have raised concerns about the role of Western powers in shaping the country's political landscape and benefiting from its resources. Now to this wonderful clip of Noam.
Finally we get to the 1980s. Meanwhile, the same policies are being continued. In the 1980s, it got much worse again. More progressive economic theory was introduced. The World Bank and the U.S. Aid devised a program to turn Haiti into what they called the Taiwan of the Caribbean, a flourishing, developed society. And the way they were going to do it was by following policies which happened to be the exact opposite of what Taiwan did. Taiwan became Taiwan because they disregarded the advice from the World Bank and the Western economists and so on, just as every developed society has done without exception, including the United States. So they disregarded it. Taiwan developed a distributed light industry throughout the country, which led to centers of economic development, which then grew and finally developed into a very advanced industrial society. In fact, most of the high technology in China comes from Taiwan and also Japan and South Korea, but primarily Taiwan. Meanwhile, Haiti stayed Haiti because they followed the advice. They had to. It was at gunpoint. So they followed the World Bank, U.S. Treasury, U.S. Aid advice, which was to drive the population from the countryside even more so than before into the cities, where they could pursue their comparative advantage, which was working in assembly plants, U.S.-owned assembly plants, stitching baseballs, making textiles, horrifying conditions, mostly women. The countryside was again largely emptied. The provisions required that Haiti cut back its expenditures for education and for social services and for public infrastructure, because economic theory explains that that's a waste. You have to devote resources to export-oriented production.
Chomsky has been critical of the U.S.-backed coup that ousted President Aristide in 2004, arguing that it destabilized the country and created conditions for further poverty and violence. He has also expressed concerns about the post-earthquake reconstruction efforts, arguing that they were largely driven by corporate interests and failed to address the root causes of Haiti's poverty and inequality. I hope you like the video and give the channel a subscribe. Take care and bye-bye.